6 months ago, 22-year-old Andrea Haisch took her first steps with a new prosthetic leg. She had lost her left leg below the knee last summer when a 3,000-pound boulder from a rockslide fell on her during a family rock climbing trip in Leavenworth, Washington.
I was crushed by a boulder. I was crushed and pinned, and my whole body was a wreck. But I'm here, and I have my right leg. That's like probably one of the best things. You know, I have my entire right leg, and I easily could have lost it up to my hip. So I'm lucky to have had that and to have both my arms. And if you're going to have an amputation, what I have is the absolute most ideal. So that's kind of one way to look at it.
Today, Andrea has a strong, positive outlook on her new lifestyle, but it has been faced with many struggles, including how she and others view her body and beauty.
It's obviously a really long road to like full acceptance of my body and of my leg, and knowing that you know, I'm still the same person I was before. I guess I was really worried about like guys' perceptions of me, because at this point I didn't know if Angus and I were going to stay together, and I didn't know, you know, who I was going to be with, or you know, what my last year of college was going to look like. And I had a few really good guy friends back in Seattle, and they just kind of told me, like, you're still the same person. You know, we think of you as the exact same way as before. And I think once I heard from multiple guys that they viewed me as the exact same way, then I think it was a lot easier.
Good friend and roommate Jacqueline Stokes met Andrea 4 years ago at the UW Chi Omega sorority. She's not surprised of Andrea's positivity.
She's still that same person. It's not like she's lost that joy or that fun that she has, which is really impossible to take away from her. You know, that's like that's just who she is. But you know, for me, I just feel like she's the same person. It's just she's going through a lifestyle change.
Being a person who is known for her crazy adventures, Andrea was anxious to be active again.
And she was in the hospital, her and Angus would make this list, and it was a list of what are the things we're gonna do once I get my leg, you know, what are we gonna do? And then they came up with all these like fun things.
I just tried to remind her, you know, that we're gonna get back to doing everything we used to, and you know, we're gonna travel again, and you know, we're gonna go back on the tandem bike, we're gonna, you know, go rowing again, do everything we used to, and yeah, just try and remind her that, you know, it's not like everything's over and we can't do all those things again. You know, you're gonna get back to those things.
I was just so sick of being helpless and being in a wheelchair and not having any mobility. You know, I dropped my crutches in a week, and I was walking by myself, driving by myself, doing everything by myself within a week. And I went back to the doctor about a month later, and she said to my mom, she said, this is not a typical recovery. She's like, she's a gold medalist in recovery, so this is not typical, and she's blowing it out of the water, so.
Well, she always loved cycling and stuff, like just for fun. Like, she's got a tandem bike, so that was a big priority to get back onto that bike and stuff, just because, you know, it's low impact, it's quite an easy thing to get back into, just because, you know, you don't really have too much impact on the leg. It's just slowly easing into things. We've started rowing again, and we've been doing that for the past 2 weeks now, so things are slowly starting to roll along, and I think it's just a matter of time before everything gets back into motion. I think once she gets this new leg, I think she'll find running a lot easier, and she'll get back into that as well, and I think probably in a year's time I think things will be quite good, and with any luck, just about back to normal.
My friends have obviously been a huge support, and one of the things that I've noticed is that a lot of them, they don't treat me like any differently. Like they never, sometimes I'll even be like, does my leg look good today? Because like they never, like, they'll be like, oh yeah, you know, draw attention to it then, but it's like, they just treat me like nothing has happened, which I appreciate, because I am the same person. You know, I have a little bit of a modified body now, but you know, my heart and soul are the exact same after, you know, I've recovered in all ways possible. So it's been quite good.
I admire her, and I don't know a single person in this house or that knows her who doesn't admire her.